So, I'm Kimberlee. I am 54 next month, and I was diagnosed back to front. So I was diagnosed with Chiari Malformation first, which is a brain condition, but that's caused by hEDS syndrome. So it took another 4 years to get diagnosed with hEDS, and I am hypermobile type. And then it comes along with all of its friends. So we have POTS, dysautonomia, MCAS. I have I didn't have one. It's a simple answer. I didn't have one. I had neurosurgery in 2014 after decades of being told I'm wrong, I'm lying, I'm doing stuff for attention. So I had that surgery in January 2014. And then from then onwards, it was wheelchair and bed bound. I had 8 years of permanently in a wheelchair, lost my home, was in a single room, so couldn't afford payment bills, lost the house. Yeah, but it's been a tough journey until I found trying to do that right. It hasn't helped me. It has saved my life. And I've said this to you before, and I say it all the time because I was done. I couldn't do it anymore. What tissue cream? I couldn't do it anymore. So it changed everything for me, physically, emotionally, mentally. I'm not isolated anymore. I don't feel so alone anymore. So I wanted it to help with pain levels, but what it actually did was just, it does help with my pain levels, right? And I'm able to manage my pain a lot better. I've reduced more than half my pain medication since I've been with Mobilates. To go from needing help to get in and out of the chair to being able to potter about your own house, and I can take the dog to the field, I can get in the car and go to the field. The things that you take for granted that I've not been able to do for the best part of 10 years, then you can do it then. It's such a complex medical condition, which is nobody's fault. It's just not your fault. But it causes such widespread symptoms as well, and it affects obviously everything. So what Mobilates did for me was it teaches you how to stand correctly and how to stack yourself properly and what you should and shouldn't do. Like basic stuff that we should know when you have this diagnosis. But I had one appointment with a rheumatologist, was diagnosed, I've never seen anyone ever again. I've never had a class, no matter what class it is, if it's seated, from bed, stand, whatever class it is, I've never done a class and not felt better. Every time. Even if I'm having the worst day and I've rushed to get here and I'm dripping with sweat and everything's falling off, I feel better at the end of the class, always. Every single day, no matter what I'm doing, I'm not alone. And there's no judgment with Mobilates, there's not. And everyone's just happy to see you when you can come back, and you can go on the Facebook group and live off, if you can manage it. And and everyone's so supportive because everybody's kind of in the same boat. And what Mobilates does is you find your sense of humour again. You can have a laugh, you have a giggle. People are hilarious on there. And you don't have to explain. I can't explain how huge it is because it's not just me, it's my children. They both still live at home because I can't live by myself. So, but I'm now, my daughter gave up her job to help look after me. She's now back at work full time. Son's at work full time. They know that I'm okay, and so now they're okay. So it's there, like it's like the ripple effect, isn't it? And that's all thanks to Mobilates. Absolutely do it. I remember being terrified before I had the one-to-one. Once I had the one-to-one, I was like, oh, this is great. Oh my God. I felt heard, I felt listened to. I didn't get told off for anything. It was amazing. And I still was worried about the first class. Have I got the right clothing? Am I going to be able to manage the exercise? Am I going to be able to? There's none of that. Because the first class showed me that actually nobody really cares what you're doing over there, because they're busy trying to do that stuff there over here, and there's no judgment with anything. So, and from the very first class, I was in, and it was so quick, but everything changed for me. Everything changed for me, physically, emotionally, mentally, everything. Thanks to you and Mobilates. And it works. It works. So I sound like I'm on commission and I'm preaching, because I tell people all the time, and I carry things in my bag everywhere I go, and EDS and Mobilates, I give leaflets out to people because it works. It does. I'm a firm believer of knowledge is power, and you know what it is, you know how to help yourself, and then you can know how to work at things.